Everybody, welcome to the Parent Recap. This week we talked about Joshua and the conquest of Jericho. So we kind of took a look at what happens when the Israelites cross the Red Sea and they're wandering around in the desert going to the Promised Land. So we covered how God leads the people of Israel through this entire process. He cares for them. He provides for them. He takes care of their food, their water, everything that they need. He provides for them. But they continue to rebel against him and say, no, we don't want to do that. And they go back and forth until they get to the actual Promised Land. And there the people refuse because of they are too scared of the people there. They refuse to enter the Promised Land. So God says, okay, fine, that's right. I will step away and I will give you 40 years to wander in the wilderness. And this happens for 40 years. But then after that, Joshua leads the people into the Promised Land through the city of Jericho. We had to kind of really briefly cover the city of Jericho just because of time. So I encourage you to take a look at that passage. I think it's Numbers chapter 13. In there, it talks about the fall of Jericho. So I encourage you to take a look at those, read those passages to kind of refresh what happens there. And then next week we're going to get into Judges. So after the nation of Israel wanders around in the wilderness and they go into the Promised Land, they don't have a king that leads them. They have Joshua, but after him, there's these judges that God raises up, and they do specific tasks each time that God raises them up for his people. So we're going to kind of dig into as many of those as possible. There will be some homework next week attached to that because we won't be able to cover all of them because there's quite a few. But I do want you guys to read over all of them. So that'll be kind of the homework, is just to kind of take a look at that. What do they do? What purposes they've been set out to do, and what happens afterwards. So that is the parent recap for this week. Thanks for stopping by. We'll catch you next week. Bye-bye.